Now we will be discussing about primer designing for PCR. That how you can go for designing primers if you want to amplify a particular gene. Now, first of all, you need to understand what is a primer. I think that you people know, but still a brief introduction. It is a short synthetic oligonucleotide which is most commonly used in the molecular technique. Suppose whenever you are going for PCR, in that case we use primers, and we mostly use two primers. That means we use a pair of primers in which one is forward primer, another is reverse primer. These primers are designed to have a sequence which is a reverse complement or region of template or the target DNA to which we wish to we want the primer to anneal. Suppose this is the template. So I'll be designing a primer in such a manner that it is complementary to this region, and so that it can anneal. As you can see, if the primer would be complementary, only then it would be annealed, or it would be then further carrying out for further be used for amplification by PCR. Now, whenever you are going for a PCR primer design, first of all, we have to choose certain things. We have to keep few things in mind. First of all, we need to know the sequence from which we want to choose our primer. Then what would be our PCR reaction parameters afterwards? Because depending upon that, depending upon the melting temperature, we will be going to design our PCR profile. Then there are certain primer selection rules. Then after doing all these things, that means primer selection rules means its length, its TM, GC content that we need to consider. Then after that, we go for the results that we get a range of results. From there, we need to select one optimum primer set or primer pair. So this is the primer design criteria. First of all, primer should be unique. That means its sequence should be unique. Its length is very important. Its melting temperature, its GC content. GC content means how many bases of guanine and cytosine, number of guanine and cytosine bases present in that primer. Then three PAM clamp properties, whether at the terminal end CG content is present. Then the primers shall not be self-complementary, so that so as to avoid the hairpin formation. Otherwise, they will be forming primer dimer. Then what would be the length of amplified region, or you can say what is the length of gene segment that we want to amplify. Then primer primer interaction shall not be there, and melting temperature should be compatible so as to ensure strong binding or strong annealing to the template. First of all, first thing is length. That is very important. Primers should be at least 17 to 28 bases in length. Normally, how many chances are there, how many combinations we can prepare? We normally know that our DNA is made up of 4 nucleotides. So 1 by 4 chance of finding an A, G, C, T among any given sequence. So if you are using 4 raised to power minus 2, it would be 1 by 16, 1 by 256. These are the chances. From this we calculate the probability. Suppose you are having a 16 base sequence. That means it would be present only once in every this much 4 billion bases. That means if you are taking a you can say a primer of length more than 16 base pairs, that means its probability to be present in a particular genome, that would be only one. If you are taking a short primer, suppose you are taking a primer of length 4 base pair, 6 base pair, or 8 base pair, in that case the chances would be, that means after every 256 or you can say 1000 base pair, that very primer site would be there. Because of that, primer would anneal and you would be getting non-specific amplification. So as to have a specific amplification, we go for optimum size selection of the primer, so that very primer shall be annealing only at one position throughout the genome, so that we can have specific results. Now next is base composition. Its base composition should be 50 to 60% of GC content. Why it is necessary? Because normally, as we know that adenine and thymine, they are paired with a double bond, and guanine and cytosine, they have triple bonds. So as to ensure proper annealing, we want the GC content should be more than 50% so that the annealing should be strong. It shall not detach from the template while amplification. That is why we prefer such a primer whose GC content is more than 50%. Then at the ends, that means the primer should end in a G or C. That means at the terminal residue, G or C should be present so that to prevent the breathing or wearing off of the ends, so as to increase the efficiency of priming. Because at the ends, if these guanine or cytosine would be present, because of the triple bond, binding would be strong and the primer ends won't be shed off. That is why we choose such a primer who is greater than 50 to 60% GC content and whose ends are having guanine or cytosine ether. Then is TM. This TM is the melting temperature. Basically, depending upon this melting temperature, we go for selecting the annealing temperature that we are going to use in the PCR. So this TM should be between 55 to 80 degrees Celsius. And this is the formula to calculate the TM value. TM is equal to 4G plus C plus 2 into A plus T. That means depending upon the sequence that you are having, wherein G are present, you need to add 4 degree, and wherein adenine or thymine is present, you need to add 2 degrees, and then you need to add all those degrees so as to get the melting temperature. One of the common problem that normally arises due to while doing this primer designing, sometimes more than C or G, if they are present at the 3' ends, sometimes they go for the mispriming, or they do not provide a stable interaction between the template. In that case, we need to avoid this thing. 3' ends of the primers shall not be complementary to each other, otherwise they will be, because of the self complementarity, they will be forming hairpin structures. So as to avoid this thing, 3' end should be completely different, or primer dimer formation may happen like this, as you can see. This is the one sequence, this is the another sequence. In this case, because these 3' ends are complementary, so they are forming this type of structure. If they are combining or they are base pairing with one another, they won't anneal onto the template. So this is the problem that we need to rectify. This is the hairpin formation that normally happens if a particular primer is having its 5' to 3' ends complementary with one another, so it will form such a hairpin like structure. This is a so we need to avoid this hairpin formation, self dimer formation, and dimer formation by another set of primers. That means when is a primer a primer? That means when you can consider that the primer that I have designed, it would act as a primer. So in that case, if the primer is annealing strongly and it is proceeding, in that case you can call it as a primer. If at the one end it is not being bound, but the 3' end is strongly bound, then you can take it as a primer. But this thing, if such type of loops are coming, we can't consider it. And if this thing is happening and from here the G or C is not present, because of that binding is not strong, we can't consider it as a primer. Now you have to select such a primer, you have to design such a degenerative set of oligonucleotides that contain the related sequences with different sequences at different locations. So we can use many tools so as to design these kind of primers. There are the links, Primer 3, Web Primer, Gene Fisher, Gene Walker, Code Shop, Net Primer. All of these things are basically showing that how you can go for the primer. This is a primer bank also, in which many PCR primers are already designed and you can directly go for the selection. But we will be going for PCR primer designing. These are some primer databases into which real-time PCR primer dataset are there, quantitative PCR primer datasets are there. Already the primers are designed, you just need to get it done from some company so as to synthesize it. But suppose the primers are not available already in the database for a particular set of gene. In that case, how you can go for the designing of that very primer set, in that case we use certain sites, in which the most common site is NCBI, because NCBI, it is a hub. It is basically providing us lots and lots of tools that we can use to go for the biological analysis that we can use in our biological system. So in this, there is a software, there is a tool that is offered by NCBI, that is primer designing tool. We call it as Primer Blast. I am sharing the link with you. This is the link you people can open. But first of all, you need to select the gene that towards which gene you need to design the primer. Suppose I am selecting this glyceraldehyde phosphate 3 hydrogenase. I need to select nucleotide database. Click on search. First of all, you need to select the sequence or the gene against which you need to pick the primers. So this is the gene glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase, and on here the top organism would be listed, as you can see: Brassica napus, synthetic construct, Coletotrichum. But I need to select this thing from Homo sapiens. So I am because I need to design the primers and it is a coding gene, so I am clicking on mRNA transcript. Here it is, ref sequence transcript. I have clicked on it. Herein, I'll be getting different variants of this gene. As you can see, transcript variant 1, transcript variant 2, transcript variant 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 variants. Now, it's my choice that against which variant I need to design the primers. Suppose I am selecting the first one. In that case, I am clicking on this. So this is the complete, its detail that you have done in the case of GenBank also. Now I shall go on FASTA. This is a complete FASTA sequence of this variant. Now on to the right side, you can see here it is few tabs: Run, Blast, Pick Primers. If I will click on Pick Primers, I will be directed to that primer designing tool that I have given you the link. I have clicked on it and see, I have a primer blast page. Similar to that, I have already opened. So herein, as you can see, the accession number is there. That means I have chosen this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase variant 1 gene, variant 1 sequence, so as to design the primers. So what I am doing here, the accession number is pasted here, or you can directly copy paste the sequence also. And herein you can mention that forward primers shall be from up to which length you shall start your forward primer, up to what length. That means you can choose the range, that depends upon you. Next is, if you have already your primers, in that case you can write it, but we are designing it, so I am not taking this or entering any data here. I am keeping it as blank. Next is PCR product size. What shall be the PCR product size? That means minimum size of 70 base pair. That means minimum size of gene to be amplified would be 70, maximum would be 1000. So I am writing it as such. Suppose if you are going for real-time PCR or any other PCR assays, you can choose accordingly. You can choose 300 also. That depends upon you. Then is primers to be returned. That means how many set of primers I will be getting. That is 10. I am keeping it as a default. Then is primer melting temperature. The TM that we just discussed, that the primer melting temperature is very important because we are designing it for the purpose of amplification. So I am starting with it with 59. That means whatever the primer set I will be getting, the melting temperature shall be minimum 59 and it shall go up to 66. It shall go up optimum 63, maximum 66, and maximum TM difference I am keeping it as 3. Now, whether you want to have any exon junction, that means whether you want to have any intronic sequence while getting amplification, that is basically used if you want to, amplify complete genes. Because what happens is sometimes we design primers in such a way in which complete gene is not amplified, only a partial gene is amplified. So I am not selecting it, no preference. Then if you are selecting it, in that case, you have to mention the exon junction match. Similarly, intron inclusion, you want that your primer pair shall have an intron. In that case, you can check it. Then is specificity check. You can enable the search for the primer pair specific to the intended PCR template. Search mode, whether it is automatic. Database, which database you want to use. I am sequence you because I have used transcript, so I am using RefSeq messenger RNA. You need to select the organism here because I have selected human. So I am mentioning here it is human, and this is the taxa id that you need to select whenever you are going for the primer blast. Next is, if you want to have primer specific stringency, that means primer must have at least two mismatches with one another, or they shall have some five mismatches at the 3' end. So these things, I'm keeping it as default. Maximum amplicon size 4000. You won't allow splice variants also, that means primers to amplify other mRNA splice variants also. Then these are the advanced parameters in which how many sequences will be reverted by the blast value, what would be the blast word size, maximum primer spares to screen 500, targets to show. Then primer parameters, PCR product TM, primer size, GC clamp, what should be the GC content. As I have mentioned, 20, I am keeping it as 40. And these are the further things. What should be the maximum template mispriming, complementarity? All of these things I am keeping it as default. I am clicking on show results in the new window, get primers. So it will be refreshed in a moment in which our results would be shown. So it is showing submitted. Current time, it will be refreshed with all the primer sets or primer pairs that they have obtained with us. From there, we can go for the selection. From there, we would be having a complete prime set of primers and individual entry, that what is the length, what is the GC content, what would be the product size, and whether the intron would be there or not. That complete details can be downloaded from here depending upon our requirement. It is taking a bit time, so we shall wait until it gets refreshed. So
Ma'am,
I yes, Rhythm.
ma'am, by this method we can prepare as many primers as we want, and किसी का भी जैसे न्यूक्लियोटाइड है, किसी का भी अगर हम चाहते हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल कि हम जैसे हम लोग हैं, हम लोग अभी नए हैं, तो हम लोग अगर इसे
Hmm.
प्रैक्टिस करना चाहते हैं, तो एग्जांपल कोई भी ले सकते हैं। जैसे सर ने हमें
Yes.
रेटिनोब्लास्टोमा या फिर शामली को कैस्पेस दिया था, तो मैम उनका हो सकता है डिजाइन प्राइमर?
Yes, yes, yes. You can design primer against any kind of gene, whether it is DNA, whether it is protein. It depends upon you. I am just taking one example. I have just took one example of it, that you can use this method. That you see, it is taking much a longer time, and I have taken only 700 base pair length fragment. It was not 1000 base pair fragment. It was not so long. So depending upon that, you can choose. Suppose you want out of this 1000 base pair, I need to design the primers, or you need to amplify only, you can say 500 base pair only. So depending upon that, you can select. So here we have got the results. As you can see, primer pairs are specific to input template, as no other targets are found in the selected databases that I have selected. Now, this is the graphical view. See, primer pair, just a moment. first of all graphical view we shall look, then we shall go for detailed primer report, that what are the primers sequences and details, other details. So just a moment, it is loading. So now we have got it. So this red one, this is the gene sequence that we have entered. As you can see, this is the complete detail. I have not clicked on it. I have just kept my cursor onto this red. Okay. Now you see these are the exons that are shown in the black color, coding regions. And these are the primer pairs. Primer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And because I wanted only 10 pairs shall be reverted back to me. So these are all the primers. If I am keeping my cursor onto one, so the complete detail would be here. Forward, this much, length is this, TM is this is the sequence. PCR product length would be 838. And these are the further links. Now, after the graphical view, suppose you want all these things in the text form, then I am clicking on detailed primer report. See, primer pair 1, this is the forward primer, 5 prime to 3 prime direction. This is the reverse primer. Template strand, this is for the coding strand. Forward primer will attach to the coding strand, that is the main. And this is for the minor strands. Length is 20 base pairs. Start point, that means the sequence that I have entered, onto which 36 at the position of 36 base pair, this forward primer would anneal. This is the start position, because you know that whenever a particular protein is synthesized, whenever you study for the coding purpose also, in that case you go for ATG, that is that ATG codes for methionine. You can use that method also if you want to design the primers manually. That is also a method. So see what is happening here. 36, stop position is 55, TM is this, and GC content is 60% that I wanted, self complementarity 5 and self 3 prime complementarity 1% hai. That means it won't anneal, and the product length that I'd be getting 838, but my complete transcript size was 1000 something. However, this was the product on intended target, that is transcript variant 1, messenger RNA. This would be the product length. That means this is the first base pair of forward primer, and it will anneal to the 36 base pair of our query sequence. And our reverse primer will be annealing it to the 873 base pair. And from there, the complete synthesis will be happening. Now you see, this very primer, it is also annealing to transcript variant 7. That means we can't select it, because it will give us, if sometimes if you are using some another gene, it will also amplify this variant 7 also. So depending upon that, we go for the selection that which kind of primer is optimum and it is able to amplify only our primer of interest. So see, there are many primer set. These are primer pair 5, 4002, 402 base pair fragment only. This is giving only 644. Primer 7 is giving 539. So primer 8 is giving 375 product. That means the size of amplicon that we would be getting. So depending upon this complete thing, we need to first of all select that which of the variant, which of the primers will best amplify our sequence of interest. So we need to select on that basis. Suppose you are not sure, in that case, see, these are the forward and reverse primers that you have got. Now suppose you have went through this, but it is also amplifying the other tool. I am clicking on back on this sequence. This is the sequence that we selected actually, right? See what I have done here. I have taken the forward sequence, forward primer. I have just copied it, and this was the sequence that I have got, and I have just pasted it. And here you can see my forward primer will be annealing here, as it is shown in that thing also, that it will anneal at the 36 base pair. So 36 base pair it is annealing. Now this reverse primer, if I will enter, just a moment. it won't show any similarity. Reason, reverse primer is always we go for the reverse complementation. Basically, suppose you don't want to use this tool or you don't want to rely on to this tool. In that case, you can go for selecting your sequence in such a manner. If you want your full length sequence shall be amplified, then you can select 20 base pairs from here. You can select 20 base pair as forward primer. Main thing is reverse primer. That reverse primer you can design it in either way. You can in this manner. One more thing I want to show here. Just a moment. Suppose you have selected this primer pair 3. Now see this thing. I'm again clicking on Control F. I have pasted. See, it is attaching over here, right? But the product length is 256 only because it's reverse primer. It is annealing at 271 position, 252 position. That means it would be able to amplify my this segment only. So I don't need this primer because it is not giving me the complete result. I need such a primer that shall amplify this complete gene. So because of that, we will be going for selection of those primers who are basically amplifying maximum length or full length of the gene of interest. So suppose you don't want to go through this method, you can also do one more thing. Just a moment. See, you can. I have selected ATG here. ATG, that is, these are the initiation codon. What you can do if you don't want to use this tool and you have seen the complete gene is not being amplified, you can either change the parameters, or what you can do, you can select this sequence 20 base pairs as forward sequence, right? And what you can do, because you want complete amplification, choose this sequence. Just a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Up to this. I have copied it. I have just typed reverse complement because I want my this sequence to be reverse complemented. So this is a tool, reverse complement. This is a freely available tool. I am clicking on it. What I would be doing, I'm deleting this sequence. I have pasted my sequence that I selected from there. Convert the DNA sequence into its reverse complement counterpart. Submit. So here I have got the sequence. So this is my reverse primer. So what I have got, the forward primer was starting 20 base pair this, and my reverse primer is this. Now you need to check that whether this primer is, accurate or not, whether it would anneal or not. In that case, what you can do, you just need to see this TT should be complementary to the region up to which we selected it. As you can see, it is complementary to this TT. That means it will anneal here. If it is complementary at that time, by annealing the reverse primer here, you would be able to amplify this complete gene. Got my point? Or I shall open the Jamboard so as to have a better clarity.
No, ma'am, understood.
Just understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think so. Then you start sharing your screen and show me that how you will be going for the construction. I am again selecting this sequence. So you people please start sharing your screen and show me how you will be doing it. Yes. You can select any sequence. It is not necessary whatever sequence I have selected, you need to select that only.
Ma'am, you have shared the link of your gem file now, but
Yes, I am creating. Yes.
ma'am, but it's asking for SS.
Just a moment. I'll be sharing my screen again. Na, only then it would be visible to you. I'm just marking it.
Okay, okay.
Yes, Shamli, select any sequence. Yes. You can directly copy paste the sequence or you can
Yes,
directly
ma'am.
pick the primers from there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, this sequence is too long. A portion of it should I select or a complete sequence?
It is very long sequence. You want to amplify this complete gene.
No, ma'am.
So that depends upon you. You can either directly click or you can directly select the complete sequence, or if you want a partial sequence, you can select half of it.
Okay, ma'am. I'll select a portion of it.
Ma'am, will it take much time if we select the whole sequence?
Yes, because if you want to amplify very large, you can say sequence, in that case also the processing would be increased because
Ma'am,
they would be basically checking the complete, the background work would be increased.
Okay.
ma'am, I should drop that sequence here, right?
Yes, 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 you can directly paste it here.
Forward.
Yes.
Ma'am, you told us that the primer length should be between 17 to 28.
Yes, 17 to 28, but here in this tab that you are selecting, it is basically the range. That means forward primer shall anneal at first base pair, second base pair, or third base pair. So depending upon that, you can choose the range. If you want to select it, then you have to mention that forward primer shall start from the first base pair.
So I should write
Okay.
here only first.
If you want, then you can select. If
Of
you
course,
don't want,
of
if
course
you
I
want
want to start.
random results, if you want random results, that how many primers are we are getting, whether the primers that is being designed, whether they are amplifying the complete genome or not. So you can select it or you can't select it. If you are selecting this, in that case, forward and reverse, both range should be mentioned. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. But for mentioning these primer range, we should know this
Don't
should be
mention it.
sequence. So
Don't
I should
mention
not.
it because yes, you shall not mention it.
Okay, ma'am. Should I change this, ma'am? As I saw that it took long time to process 1,000 base
Yes, you can
base
change it.
test.
You can change it. You can write it as 300, 400 as per you.
Okay, ma'am. Melting temperature. This is fine. What does this mean, ma'am? Exon junction, no preference means I don't want the
Because
exon junctions to be
yes,
shown.
yes, yes. You don't want the overlapping one. So you can exclude this thing also.
Okay, ma'am. And primer must have a span and exon junction. इनका मतलब क्या हुआ मैम? Exon junction and may not span an exon junction.
That means main thing is if you want the axon junction, the coding regions, you want that axon junction shall overlap or it shall match, or you want an axon junction shall not span. If you want a particular preference, in that case the primers would be designed in that manner also.
I'll keep no preferences. Let us leave it. 5 match, 3 primary, 4 match. Primer must have separate. Intron length. Should I change this intron length also, ma'am? Or it should be kept as it is?
You want to no, leave it, leave it.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Maximum target amplicon size was. What does this showing, ma'am? Amplicon size क्या?
Amplicon size means आपको product size, whatever the gene that you want to amplify, its size shall be 4000 base pair or not. That you can mention it as 1000 base pair because on the above you have selected 70 to 500, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you can change it.
Blast accepted value should be. Is it right to keep it 1,000 or I should keep it as it was 50,000 around?
Blast expect value should be 1000. Keep it at as such.
No, ma'am, I just changed it. It was 50,000 before. And then what?
Just a moment.
50,000.
30,000 keep it at. Then after that maximum targets to show. Yes, ठीक है. Then primer size go to the primer parameters at that 15 to 20, maximum 25. That means you are selecting that whatever primers that would be designed by this tool, it shall be of minimum 15 base pair length, maximum 25 base pair length, and you will be considering optimum primers if it is 20. If you want to change this thing, you can change it. That depends upon you again. Suppose you minimum you want to change it to 17, maximum you want to change it to 28, and optimum you want to change it to 23. So that depends upon you, that what is your amplicon size depending upon that. And see primer GC content, because I have changed that primer GC content also. That minimum GC content that I want is 40. So I was getting more accurate primers. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. So if I'll keep it 20, then मतलब
So
by default it is.
in that case, such primers would be there whose GC content is very less and they won't be able to anneal with strong power. That means वो strongly anneal नहीं हो पाएंगे.
Okay,
If
ma'am.
they are not annealing strongly, if the binding is not strong between template and primer, it may dislodge from the assembly, na? So the
Yes, ma'am.
amplification won't be proceeding. So as to ensure that thing, we normally take that the 40 to 60% GC content shall be there. That is why
Okay, ma'am.
I changed that value also.
Okay,
So
ma'am. Now
that is
it's from 40 to 80%.
40 to
Or
80, it's good.
okay, ma'am.
Maximum GC in primer 3 prime and it's 5, right? Polyx maximum template mismatching. Rest of the content is same. Rest of the content keep that those things as default. Now you move to pick primers. Last में submit करिए उसको.
But ma'am, one thing is that should I keep this maximum number of subsequents returned by blast expected value should be 1,000, or I should make it 50,000, because here it is
50,000,
30,000.
50,000 make it as.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now click on blast full room. Click
Get
on
primer.
submit button, get primers. So it will take a bit of time.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
uh, Let it refresh. So you will be getting a range of primers. So before that, I have shared a Jamboard actually. Uh, Meanwhile, Shamli, once it gets refreshed, you can again share your screen. Now I
Okay,
am
ma'am.
sharing my screen. You can stop sharing, please.
Okay, ma'am.
Now see, I have pasted that sequence. If you people can see the Jamboard. What I have done. So this was the sequence that we selected for the analysis, in which I have put a circle at the starting point. I am using this 20 base pair stretch as a forward primer. So I am writing it as forward primer, and this is the primer I have used. If you want full length gene, so forward primer selection is not so tough. It is quite easy actually. So I am just normal. I'm changing the color red. So this is your forward primer. This is the 5 prime direction and this one is the 3 prime direction, right? Now the problem is reverse primer. For the reverse primer, again I have put up a circle at the end, 3 prime end, and I am selecting this sequence, 20 base pairs up to this. This is the 20 base pair. So what I have to do, I am going to this reverse complement page. I am pasting it, submit. This is my result window. So this is my reverse primer. Now this reverse primer is already I have pasted here. This is that I have got. Again, I am repasting it. RP reverse primer, that means 5 prime, and this is the sequence that I have got. And at the end, this is the 3 prime. Now you see, I shall change its color also, blue. See, so these are the two sets of primer that we have prepared manually by using this reverse complement site page. Now what is happening now, I shall delete these two circles so that we can see it clearly. So in this, you can see herein what is written. TTC. Now you have to see whether this TTC is complementary over here or not. As you can say, TTC. If I have to paste this sequence, or if I have to anneal this sequence over here, I am pasting this sequence. Just a moment. Here you see, I am keeping a gap now. In this case, over here, this AAGTACC, it is completely complementary to the end of this. That means this primer will anneal at this end. As you can see, A is complementary to T, this C is complementary to this GG. So this reverse primer would be annealing here, and this forward primer would be annealing here. So we would be able to amplify this complete gene. That means we would be having a complete full length gene amplification by using PCR if you go for the selection by this method. Okay, Shamli, I think so your page is refreshed. Now you can share your screen. I am stop sharing.
Oh yeah, ma'am, I'm doing.
Rhythm, you are also doing side by side?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But the main point is you have to be cautious whenever you are designing a primer, because you need to choose that primer pair who is giving you the desired product size as per your requirement. Okay, so you need to select on that basis, because sometimes what problem arises, as I told you, that in some of the cases the primer length, the product length that is coming, that is short. In some cases, like in here it is showing 796, in some other base pairs it is 256 also. So depending upon that, you need to select the primer, that which primer is showing maximum product size. Yes, Shamli, you can share it now.
Oh, I haven't shared. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, go to that page. See, so you have got 10 set of primer pairs.
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
primer 1, primer 2, primer 3. Now go to detailed primer report. Scroll karo, scroll downward. So here you can see the primer pair 1. So there are two primers, forward and reverse. Plus and minus, length is 2020, start point is given, and self complementarity 0. That is very good, because the primers won't anneal to one another. In that case, the product size is 289. That means, I think so, depending upon your requirement, this 289 product pair was the maximum one. Scroll downwards, rest of the primer pairs, how much product size is coming? What is the size that they are giving? 177, 152, 167. So our first
Maximum.
primer is the most accurate one. As you
Yes, ma'am.
see, onto the self complementarity, only the first primer is as such and third primer is as such, into which self complementarity is 0. But the maximum product size that we can get, that means maximum gene amplification that we can get, that is from product from primer pair 1. That means these are the primer pairs. After selecting this sequence, you can get this thing synthesized from the companies, because they will synthesize these set of oligonucleotide under in vitro conditions, and you will be able to amplify your desired gene of interest.
Okay, ma'am.
Got my point? And
Yes,
in
ma'am.
case suppose you want that the complete gene shall be coming, complete gene shall be amplified. In that case, you can go for the manual method that I told you, that you just have to use reverse complement tool
Compliment.
and you can design your forward and reverse primer. So it is quite easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Rhythm, you have done this?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. It's under processing. Let me show you.
Okay, share your screen, please.
Okay. Ma'am, it's under processing, and
Yes,
the details I have filled. Let me show you.
yes,
And this is the
72.
yes,
Okay, explain it, explain it.
ma'am. Actually, I have copied this much part only.
Okay, okay, no issues, no issues. You can use any other gene also. For example, tyrosine kinase, pyruvate kinase.
Ma'am, actually,
That depends upon you.
I have
Hmm.
used retinoblastoma in humans. Like,
Okay,
yes,
great. No issues.
ma'am. PCR product size is minimum 70 and maximum.
70 to 500, right?
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, primer is 10. I will get in return 10 primers. I will get 10 pairs of primers. And ma'am, melting
Yes.
point is by default. I have not changed it. And ma'am,
Okay.
exon junction spans is no preference. And intron length range. Do I have to do any
No, 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 you need not to change it. Leave it as such.
and ma'am, search mode is automatic. Database is ref
Ref
sequence,
sequence, right?
mRNA. Ma'am,
Homo.
organism is Homo sapiens, and rest is all default. And ma'am, maximum
Okay.
number of sequences is 50,000.
50,000.
And ma'am, blast expect e value is 30,000. 30,000, yeah, 30,000. Blast word
Hmm.
size is 70.
Hmm.
Maximum pairs to screen is 500. And
Hmm.
ma'am, maximum targets to show is 20. These all are by defaults. And ma'am,
Okay.
maximum target and all this. Yes, ma'am. And
Primary GC content, right?
yes, ma'am. 40. I have changed from 20 to 40.
Okay. Now show the result page. I think it must be, yes, it is done. So again, you can see there is one important point here. You can see the red color gene that is showing. Below this, the primer one is being shown at the position of, I think, so 400 base pair. That means primer one will anneal at the 400 length. And you can see the detailed primer report. I was right. You can see forward primer of primer pair one, it is annealing at 473. Because the graphical view will be showing you the exact position and how much template would be amplified. So this, you see the product length is 285, I guess. So that is showing through primer one. But this is not the accurate primer. You can't use this because the length of the product is very short. So you need to select that primer that is amplifying maximum gene. So I think so that
Sorry.
primer would be either primer 4 or should be the primer 8.
Yes.
Switch to primer 4, scroll down. Primer 4, you see 498 base pair segment it is amplifying. And if you switch to 8th primer, show me the
500.
8th one,
Ma'am,
that
500.
is 500. That is 500. That means primer pair 8 can be used or primer pair 4 can be used. But
Yes.
if there are some, other problems, then you again need to change your parameters so as to have a better primer design. So one important thing more over here in the primer 8, you can see the TM is also mentioned. Basically, we use this TM as annealing temperature while we are carrying out our PCR. You people must have studied about PCR technique. In that case, there are three steps:
Yes.
denaturation, annealing,
Yeah.
and elongation. That
Elongate.
annealing step temperature is basically determined by the melting temperature of primers so
Okay.
that these can bind. Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am,
okay, I think yes.
ma'am, can I stop sharing?
Yes, yes, you can stop sharing.
मैम as you told us to design reverse primer. मैम आपने उसको कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री लिया था जो आपने सीक्वेंस था उसका जो लास्ट
Yes,
20 थे मैम
yes.
आपने उसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री लिया मैम बट द फॉरवर्ड प्राइमर जो हमने लिया था हमने उसमें से ही कॉपी किया था
उस
डायरेक्ट
फॉरवर्ड प्राइमर जो है ना, देखो वो इतना मैटर नहीं करता जितना रिवर्स प्राइमर मैटर करता है। क्योंकि देखो जो फॉरवर्ड प्राइमर है वो तो हम स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट से ले रहे हैं, So that forward primer would be starting it from the first side. In that case, we need to select that sequence as such. But the reverse primer is main, because the reverse primer will be moving on to the opposite direction. If it is moving to the opposite direction, in that case, we have to take the reverse complement, so that it shall anneal in a reverse form and it can go for amplification of complete gene, because it will move to the 3' to 5' direction. Reverse primer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the basic concept, that how we can basically design our primers. It is very interesting whenever you will be doing your research work. If you are working on this area, in that case, you need to design it. In that case, depending upon your research problem, you can design either of the primer, and you can get those things tested also, that whether it is correct or not, whether non-specific amplification is there or not. So that is the point actually. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I guess, ma'am, this is the one. This is my one of the favorite part I have done in this workshop till now.
Okay, I think so. You have more interest in this molecular biology, PCR, and all these things, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you people have any doubts, you people can ask me now, or
No,
we shall. Yes,
no, ma'am, no doubt.
no doubt. So you have your assignment in your hand. I will be sending you the sequence in a while onto the WhatsApp. I'll be sharing my email ID onto which you need to send the assignment. Okay.
Ma'am, before tomorrow or how many time
नहीं,
we
you
have?
can take you can take 2 days issues with that, because मैं PCR primer designing का भी एक assignment दूंगी. So there would be 2 assignments for you, so you can take around 2-3 days and then you can submit that thing to me.
Ma'am, if we get any query regarding that assignment, can we ask you again tomorrow?
Yes, you people can ask me tomorrow.
Okay,
First of
ma'am.
all, do that thing in you can say practice that thing. In case you have any queries, we can solve those queries tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
I think I shall close the session for today. Thank you.